Hey everyone, Verena here from Smart Launch Creative. Today we're going to talk about how to choose your perfect website template on Wix Editor. Just to tell you a bit more about myself, my name is Verena. I am the founder of Smart Launch Creative, and we are a web design company based in London and Cheltenham in the UK. And we are specializing in Wix website design and website kits for our customers. So what does that mean? So number one is we're creating custom website designs for businesses. And number two is we are creating website kits, which are pre-designed, branded websites for our customers, in which we are then teaching them in our super easy to follow video tutorials on how to make their website template yours and how they can manage their business as well through Wix by including automations and automating their business through their website, which is really exciting and which we love doing. So, what we're going to talk about today is how you can choose the perfect website template if you're deciding to DIY your website. So on Wix, you can use website templates similar than the ones that we are creating for our customers. So the main difference between a Wix template and our website kits is that with our website kits, number one is you're getting all of the trainings you need to run your business and to automate your business and to manage your website without having to figure it out by yourself, which you need to do a little bit if you're deciding to completely DIY your website with Wix. And we are basically creating solutions that already has the conversion process and purchasing process in mind, and that are really tailored for certain businesses. While if you're going on Wix, as you will see in a little bit, you will need to consider a bit more which website template you want to use for your business to make sure that it really fits and that you don't have to make too many adjustments later on while your website is already up and running. So to get started, when you're starting to create your website on Wix, the first thing that you will see is this screen that you're seeing on your screen now. So Wix will ask you what kind of website you do want to create. And as a business owner, you will obviously know which kind of business you have, and you can just select from these different options here, and then you can just select your different options. So you can, for example, if you're a yoga teacher, you could choose fitness. If you have, for example, beauty salon, you would choose beauty and wellness, and then you would get to a selection of templates that you can use. So we are going to choose something completely different today. So we are going to select other because we're going to pretend that we have a coaching business. And I wouldn't know automatically how to allocate this here. And this is why we're going to select other. So the next screen that you will see then is basically Wix asking you if you want to let Wix ADI create a website for you, or if you want to create your website with the Wix editor. So what is the difference between the two? So Wix ADI will ask you a few simple questions and then automatically set up a website for you based on your answer for these questions. That is really good if you want to go online super duper fast and if you want to use your website for basic purposes only. So if you want to, or if you think that you're really not very tech savvy and you just want to go online, I would recommend to go for Wix ADI, and they will give you a really structured, simple format, and you can go online in no time. So if you have an online business, or if you want your website to really do a fair bit of your work for you, I would suggest to go for Wix Editor, because with Wix Editor you have more design freedom and you have more freedom as well in how to create your website in certain design specific elements and with the features that you do want to use for your website. What you can also do, just so that you already know upfront, you could go for Wix ADI, and there is an option to later on, when you have your website up and running, that you switch from Wix ADI to Wix Editor. So that is an option as well. So if you're not too sure, you can have a look at both, or you can start with Wix ADI and later on, by the click of a button, it will be automatically converted for you into Wix Editor, and you can continue to then work with your website in a bit of a more advanced mode. So what we're going to do is we're going to go directly for Wix Editor. So we're going to select on the right side, choose a template. So, and now, because we didn't make a selection before and we said other, we will see a selection of website templates that we can choose from. So what we want to do now is, because we are pretending to be a coach, we're just going to type up top to the right into the search field that we are a coach, which will then present the results for coaches. And now we can see various website options for coaches. So we have business coach, financial coach, success coach, online fitness coach, relationship coach, and so on. So there are various options. So what usually the first step is, if most people are starting to create their website, is that they would look for the design of this website kits. So you would usually look at the colors, etc., to choose something that reflects with you. But this is not what I would suggest you do, actually. So the first step to make sure you are choosing the right website template on Wix would be to think about who your customers are, what your customers want to purchase or what you want them to do on your website, what your offerings are, and what you want your website to achieve. So why would you need to think about this first? So with Wix, or with the Wix templates that you can see on here, they are set up for different types of businesses and different types of offers. So what you need to be very sure about is what features you want to include on your website. So for example, if we are a coach, do we want to promote events? Which is a possibility on Wix, that we can set up events and then people can RSVP for our events. So if we have, for example, an online summit, or we have a workshop, etc., etc. Do we want to offer online coaching sessions? Do we want to enable our customers to do online bookings of our services? Do we want to allow them, or do we have a video training library? Do we want them to be able to purchase video downloads from us? Do we want them to be able to purchase from us? Are we a coach who is offering digital downloads, like, for example, workbooks, or are we now off from the coaching, or are we a social media coach who wants to offer content planning calendars, which might be as well a mix of a download and a video library? So this is things that you really need to consider before you're choosing your template, because otherwise what might happen is that you're going for the design, or you're thinking like, oh, I'm a success coach, there is a success coach template. And you're viewing the template, you're starting to work on it, you're investing a lot of time, but in the end, the template might not match what you actually need. So if we're now looking at this template, what you can do is you can select View, and then you can see a video overview, or you're selecting View Full Demo, which means you will be automatically redirected to the live website. And this is what you probably want to do. So with this one, for example, we can see we have a homepage, about page. We have a services page. And we have personal growth and career ambition services. So if we're looking at this now, we can select Book Now and see a booking calendar, which is great. So we have online bookings included in this. We have motivational reading. So I'm not currently 100% sure what this is. So let me just see. This is basically a document library that we could then make accessible to our visitors for free. We have a blog, which is really great for SEO purposes. So I would always suggest, especially if you're a new business, to have a blog, because a blog will really help you to boost your SEO and your online visibility. So we now looked at the first overview, and we have online bookings, which is great. We have some free document downloads for our customers. We have a blog, we have contact, but we don't have a shop or anything included in case we want to sell some digital downloads. So if we're now going for this template and again choose the demo, we can see that we again have services, home and about. So we have less options available here. So we probably do not want to proceed with that one. And then just as an example, let's use this one here and just view this one. And we're selecting again, view full demo. So we have an overview, which here gives us 10% off on online booking. So we will have an online booking section, which is here. And we can directly book it here, which is great. We have about, we have healthy living, just see. And we can book a consultation. We have a workshop section. So let's see, which is another sign up. We have a recipe section here, which again offers free downloads. We have programs, which are pricing plans, and we have the option to have group programs, which is also great, and we have a contact form. However, we do not have a shop included. So what we're going to do is, or what you're going to do when you're choosing your perfect website template, is you're going to select on Wix the most suitable website template, and you're then going to select Edit, which will then open up your website in Wix Editor. So I just chose a suitable website now. If you should not have all of the features in there that you do require, that is not a problem, because during our different video tutorials on this blog, or on my blog, I will take you through how to add features to your website so that you can add on it as well if you do not find the perfect website template. So we now talked about how you can select your perfect website template on the Wix blog, on the Wix editor selection. We talked about how you can find your category. We talked about what you need to watch out for in terms of features. Again, if you do not have all of the features included in there, do not worry. In the upcoming video tutorials, we will talk about how to add a shop, how to add a service section, and as well about useful things like how to set up your services section, for example, or your shop, so that you can as well automate it and make it do a lot of your work for you, so that you do not have to spend a lot of time with your website. And we talked about how you can then edit the site. So once you selected edit the site and you have it on Wix Editor, if you're then going back to your dashboard and to your sites, it will show up on your overall library, which means that you will see your website in there, so that you can always go back to it and then just easily by hovering over it, select the little icon here and continue working on your site. So once again, if you want to choose your perfect website template on Wix, always bear in mind first, what are you offering? who are your customers, what would they expect to see on your website, and then choose the perfect template based on which features are included in the template, just so that you can keep your workload down, because you can change all of the colors, all of the images in your website later on. And we're going to discuss how to do that as well in the other video tutorials. So always keep in mind first, who is your customer and what do you want to offer? Thanks, guys.